Do you know anything about Hayden's research?
His research? No, not so much.
Damn.
I remember at the time he had interest in advanced machine sapience, but that is the realm of science fiction.
How is any of
He
this not
once
the realm of
showed me a
science fiction?
prototype of his. She was quite clever, very convincing, but you could tell she did not contain the spark of life. I assume
Interesting.
that you are another of his creations.
What gave you that idea?
Yes, I am. I'm sorry, I didn't introduce myself. My name is Turing.
And she is red. There had to be like a caps lock that I totally just ignored.
Did you say G?
Ah, yes. She was quite insistent on that fact over the course of my conversation with her. Hayden said that she had picked out the color for her casing herself, pastel pink. Still, I must assume you are far more advanced than she, if you're spearheading the search for your creator.
I would say so.
Perhaps I should have had more faith in Hayden's little hobby.
Do you know what became of her, or where she might be now? Hayden has told me so little of his
I don't
past
know why it's like
research.
randomly having hiccups in the connection between the PlayStation and my PC.
I'm sorry, Turing. It was a long time ago, and I'm afraid my memory is not what it used to be.
Sad.
If any of my contacts in Parallax make mention of your erstwhile sibling, I'll pass it on to you.
Turing has a
Thank
sister.
you, Dr. Fairlight.
You guys are bonding. I know. I made a friend. And it's all because of you, Native. How did you meet Hayden?
Hayden and I made our acquaintance when the two companies first underwent the merger. At the time, he was a young, hotshot researcher working in the search data correlation sector. He was assigned to find the best ways to integrate Parallax's own collection and analysis tools into System 1's LIPS operating system. He was a bit much to handle at times, honestly, but I admired his passion for the subject.
You know, I was gonna do Alien Isolation, but I really wanted to play this, and I'm glad I did, because I'm enjoying the story. I hope you guys are too.
Of course. Ask away.
Okay, so, how can you help?
Ah, I can think of a few ways.
Gross.
I still have some contacts in Parallax and can put out some quiet feelers. Maybe they'll know something.
Maybe. That would be helpful.
I will admit, I don't have much to offer until there's more information. Is there anything you can tell me? I'd like to help in any way I can.
She's ordering the comic on Amazon right now. Yes. That's incredible. Actually, I have all these Red Sonja action figures that my girlfriend got me for various holidays, anniversary, Valentine's. And this is one of them. I don't know if you can see her very well, but I love her, and she sits on my desk. I also have a bigger figure. She's like a full action figure, like tall, but I love it.
What did you find at Hayden's apartment?
That makes me so happy. You have to let me know how you like it, Sim.
The first time we went, nothing. But when we went back to extract his computer's data cache, the place had been pillaged, and the human revolution had spray-painted slogans all over our walls. Hayden's computer was gone, and we were assaulted.
Yeah.
And now we're here,
I love all my Sonja
injured
stuff.
and losing our trail with passing second.
I have just about every comic except a few older ones. I have the very first, a few issues from the 70s, but most of mine are modern.
We're still
And the art is
frustratingly
fantastic.
in the dark and running out of time. I fear Hayden is slipping out of reach. I am failing him.
You're not failing. You need a hug.
I'm very sorry to hear that. I wish I could do more. Hayden's company was most enjoyable.
You did it. So what are you doing here?
The chair you find me in is an advanced diagnostic and life support ROM. Its development is one of my hobbies, so to speak.
Life support.
It monitors my vitals and administers medications as necessary to keep my body stable.
Huh.
I likely would have perished long ago without it, or at least would have been severely bedridden. It requires frequent maintenance, and I'm here to have it examined. There's a particular fellow at this hospital who is the only one I trust to run the correct diagnostics and fine-tune things to my exact needs.
Interesting.
It's the same way you might get your car serviced, making sure everything's in check. It's too integral to my health to count on just luck. Unfortunately, many critically injured patients were rushed into surgery all at once, and my appointment has been pushed back.
Huh. Okay.
The hospital administrators placed me here with a
I
resting
like
patient
what you
so
got.
as not to be disturbed by the chaos
That scared me.
outside.
Thank you for the bits, Native. Man, you're getting there. You're chipping at it. Thank you for the bits. It's always appreciated.
I don't think they expected you to awaken quite as quickly as you did.
I'm a trooper. What do you want? Old man.
What do I want?
You have to take down VU. It's your mission. Your mission
It'd be
tonight.
nice to be young again. Play the darling of the company, court prince and pauper alike. But right now, someone I grew very fond of is in great danger.
I believe in
I
you.
simply wish to see Hayden home again, safe.
You can do it.
It's been
Why do
very
I feel like
interesting
he's the
speaking
bad
to you,
guy?
Dr. Fairlight.
Does anybody have that feeling too? Turing, are you sure we can trust him?
I don't think we have any choice.
Yeah, not tonight. No. It's gonna take some time. But you can do it. You might have to join
I'm
forces
looking
with
into
Cage.
this on my own.
Or
You might
Cage.
as well benefit from it. We both want the same thing, yes? It's up to us to seize opportunity when it appears. I think I have a lead for you two that will prove most useful. You said you found human revolution slogans spray-painted on the walls?
Yes.
I am acquaintances with the man leading the current human revolution protests at
An
the
alliance.
Genius Clinic.
I think an alliance would maybe be the best way to take down VU.
His name is Brian Mulberry.
With your powers combined, you can do.
After an introduction from me, he may be willing to shine some light on that particular event.
Could be helpful. How do you... How do you know this Brian Mulberry?
Ah, well, when I exited Parallax, I sought out like-minded individuals. We worked together to prevent a full deployment of the Net system. Brian Mulberry was one such person. We did not succeed in our efforts, obviously. Come to think of it, that event might have been what prompted Brian to take a more radical stance against technology. Ha! But yes, our motivations aligned for one brief time, and I gained his respect from it. Hopefully, that can be useful for you.
Okay, thank you for helping us out like this.
I will send a message downstairs to my assistant, Leon Decker. He will hand you one of my cards to prove your association with me to Mr. Mulberry.
Perfect.
Make sure you speak to him before you leave.
You may have such a proposal.
In the meantime, I'll get in touch with some
Only
other
if you quote Captain
individuals
Planet.
I know, and try to find out any other information about Hayden that I might be able to pass on to you.
Combine your strengths.
I'll be in contact. It was a pleasure meeting you both.
We should get going, Turing.
Ah, of course. Please, do not let me delay you any further. Good luck, Turing. I don't think Hayden's faith in you is misplaced. You are an impressive piece of technology.
Oh,
Thank you, Dr. Fairlight. We'll be in touch. Should I call downstairs to have you discharged?
yes.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Uh-oh.
I can't believe that you're still pulling the exact same shit you were years ago, but this time it's truly unreal.
Oh, shit.
Do you even realize how bad impersonating a police officer is? It's a felony, jackass. I should be slapping cuffs on you and dragging your sorry ass off right now.
Oh.
Detective Rivers, wait! I'm sorry. The plan to lift your credentials and use them to access Hayden's apartment was entirely mine.
Doesn't make it better.
Also, I feel it necessary to mention that though you are understandably upset, such language and imagery is beneath you as a respected officer of the law.
Oh, that's not gonna help.
Oh, great. The robot did it, huh? I guess I'll just take you to jail then instead. That what you want?
Thought she was gonna punch the robot.
Don't even try to take all the blame. I know that a certain someone lent you a helping hand.
No.
It isn't like you have the hardware to pull that off alone,
The
little boss.
language, I know. Maybe you shouldn't use that language
Well,
as an officer.
to be honest, Detective Rivers, I think I'll tell you the whole truth, since my friend here trusts you.
Okay, good.
Keep it under your hat, though, metaphorically. I am no ordinary ROM, but actually a prototype designed to be the first fully sapient machine. I suspect creating me is the main factor behind Hayden's disappearance, beyond his day-to-day research for Parallax. My name is Turing.
Whew. Okay. Hi,
Okay.
Turing. Well, that is a damn bigger problem than you first let on, huh, old pal? The first machine sapient. People are gonna have things to say about that. Especially the human revolution.
Oh,
Ugh. This is exactly what I wanted to avoid.
but it explains a lot.
You sure know how to get yourself dropped in the drink.
Dropped in the drink.
What the hell am I supposed to do with the two of you?
I don't know. You tell me.
I guess I'm letting you off the hook.
Yay!
This time, and only because this time I can let you get away with it safely. I doubt anyone will notice your manipulation of that NSFPD ROM, nor that I was apparently in two places at once.
No! Did you challenge me again? No. Boom. I know, I think it's a good choice as well.
But mostly because I think you're right.
Oh my god, I won! I am victorious.
Someone higher up in the department is trying to delay any search into Hayden's disappearance. Here's the story. Apparently, the investigations you ran into this morning were
Sorry,
about the
Native.
lock on the apartment door being reported broken by a neighbor.
Hey Pastel, how's your night going?
The building couldn't reach Hayden, so they went ahead and got it fixed on their own, but the NSFPD sent a bot to check things out and guard the place for a while afterward, right? Standard procedure, treating it as a break-in. Have someone there for when Hayden shows up.
Going well, just relaxing. Us too. We're having a chill night.
Obviously, you and I know there's a bigger story. But when I filled out the missing person report, I was informed in no uncertain terms that I am to wait an entire 48 hours before I can upgrade the existing case.
Doing well. I opened work this morning. Now I'm just relaxing before I open again tomorrow. So just enjoying the night. I hope you enjoy the story. We're all just hanging out and...
Why? Just
Yeah.
on the off chance the door being busted and Hayden being missing are unrelated and my search screws something up for the completion of the break-in report.
Not my typical hate yourself game tonight.
As if. There's a problem if you're so by the book you're getting paper cuts.
I like that.
And that
quote.
was before all of this happened. The chief's not happy about whoever took the bot out. That's who they're after now. They won't even
Good.
care if Hayden never shows.
Opening is always hard. It sucks.
Today's assault and the vandalization of our apartment will only make the entire situation more confusing and sensitive for the police.
There's too many moving parts to piece anything together, and it's
I
not
love her
fun trying to
ensemble.
argue with the bureaucrats that one thing happened over
Think I
another.
could recreate that?
These little incidents of smashing shit and spray paint sound more like Froyo Stand 2.0 to them than a serious abduction.
It's a very relaxing. It is. It's the music. It's the music, and these voice actors are on point.
And I suppose I won't be very useful as a witness to the kidnapping without explaining the makeup of my being to the entire department, which will only scandalize things further. Darn it all.
Darn it all.
Look, it's not being squashed completely, so I don't think anyone's been bought. But until there's undeniable proof Hayden was taken by force, they're gonna care more about the poor doorknob and some paint on the walls than him being missing.
We gotta find him.
Which means somebody definitely has some influence.
This music
enough
is
to
my
buy
jam,
themselves
I
time by
know,
forcing
right?
me to follow protocol to a T.
I
Not
bet I
that
can
will,
find this
but I'm gonna
soundtrack
have to keep things quiet.
on Spotify.
It sounds like it's going to be up to us.
Yeah. So stop messing around.
I downloaded the soundtrack to Battle Block Theater on Spotify recently, and I love it so much.
There's certainly a story here, but if you keep botching your moves, you'll blow it. I'd really
don't wanna
rather
blow
you
it.
not be involved at all, but I know that isn't gonna happen at this point.
It's too late. We're already in.
I've got a bad feeling people are gonna end up dead over this. I don't want you to be one of them, buddy.
Buddy.
And I really don't want to be the one making that call to your sister. Please.
But you want to call my sister. I'm sorry, Alexi. I'll be careful, I promise.
Yeah, I know.
She's blushing again.
Just here.
A zapper? Yes. Give me a gun.
Take this. Use it if you have to.
Deal. Thanks. I hope I won't need it.
Me either. I'll be in touch if I find anything out, but don't hold your breath.
She's blushing.
My superiors are gonna keep leaning on me to do nothing.
The story is she dated my sister. And now we live in the same city. And she still asks about the sister, and there's still something there. Unless she likes me instead. I don't
Back
know.
to the grind, I guess. See ya. Stay safe.
You stay safe.
Thank you for your time, Detective Rivers. You should talk to the receptionist and formally check out before we go anywhere.
Oh my, scandalous. I know.
We should also look for Dr. Fairlight's assistant, Mr. Decker. He should be somewhere around.
Right. We gotta find the assistant. Mysterious man.
Hello, the name's Leon Decker.
Oh,
It's a pleasure
that's
to
it.
meet you.
He's got a smooth
Fairlight
voice.
messaged ahead that I needed to pass one of his cards on to you. Here.
Ah, these items we're getting.
Thanks for taking your time with
like
him.
Christmas.
He really gets in one of his moods when the chair's getting fixed. The last gala he organized was full of unsavory types. He's probably happy to help folks whose pockets aren't deeper than their thoughts.
Well, he was easy to find. I know, right? Mind if I ask you a few questions?
Yeah, boss said you'd have a for me. I'm not really supposed to answer anything too private, but take your best shot.
Okay, why do you think Fairlight is helping us?
You think sitting in that chair all day is very entertaining?
I guess not.
You know, the old man's talked to me about the things he used to do in his glory days. I'm sure he told you about when he was the head of some big companies.
He did.
He was cold, ambitious, and took down anyone with half a mind to get in his way. I think once he aged, he realized how lonely that kind of life can be.
Oh,
Helping people's the only way he can feel like he's still doing something.
oh, that's so sad.
But hey, what do I know? I just spend all my time with him.
What's your story?
Probably not as exciting as you hope. I grew up in Montana, on a family farm. I didn't have my pa's farm hands, so I joined the military as soon as I could, like my grandpaps.
Interesting.
Came home looking to do something a whole lot quieter for the rest of my life. I didn't know at the time how boring quiet could be. But hey,
That
I'll
laugh
take it
he
over
does
getting
is
shot
so
at.
smug. What kind of work do you do for Mr.
Mostly
Fairlight?
gopher work, to be honest.
Bet it pays well, though.
Started when I was just out of the military. I was looking for a gig from someone who wouldn't care that I was an army brat. North Korea made that hard. The old man pays me to guard his life, run a few errands for him, play substitute arm candy at most of the charity galas. Not terribly exciting,
Play
but
arm
I've
candy.
already had enough excitement to last me another 30 years.
Thank you, Leon.
No problem. I'll be around if you know where to look. You have a good day now.
Whoop. Okay, I was like, I didn't check out. Let's talk to the receptionist.
Patient? My records indicate that you have been admitted for possible cranial trauma.
That sounds really bad.
You should currently be in your assigned bed resting.
A subdermal hematoma.
While I am truly delighted to see that you have regained consciousness, I must insist that you return to your room to be examined by a medical professional immediately.
No, I'm fine. Listen here, you bucket of bolts. No need. Accidentally zapped myself with my own stunner.
An accidental discharge of a weapon is a serious event. I must insist that you remain for treatment.
Damn.
Even non-lethal stunners can leave much lasting neurological damage.
I insist.
Very well. I am prohibited by law from detaining you here against your will, patient.
Good.
But you should note in your release paperwork that willful early termination of medical services releases this hospital and its parent company, ZHC, from legal liability should your condition persist or worsen outside of our care.
Yeah.
Additionally, all test and medical data from your visit will be shared with our standard partners to help improve our services and offerings and to keep the price affordable. I am further required to inform you that this visit has expended the last of your year's governmentally mandated healthcare credits.
No. What was the middle part?
Lastly, you will be required to provide payment or proof of private insurance for any further visits for routine or emergency medical care. Please take care to fill out all forms thoroughly and accurately. And do have a nice day.
Your medical billing makes me glad I'm synthetic.
Yeah.
You should look for more paying journalism work before you get shot again.
Oh, rude.
Well, we're free to leave. Why not head back home first, yes?
Yes.
I'm sure you'd like the chance to shower at least. For such a clean place, it sure seems to have left you feeling foul.
physically, mentally, and journalistically refreshed.
You look good.
Yay!
If you're feeling up for it, we should go find Tomcat and tell them about what happened.
Right. Let's go find
They should
Tomcat.
still be waiting for us at Stardust. Let's not keep them waiting. Oh, by the way, while you were showering, I was able to replant your Crassula ovata. Don't forget to talk
yay.
to it and give it some love. When I try talking to it, it doesn't even notice I'm there.
Oh, that just got too real.
Either way, our next move is Stardust.
Right. But first, we have to save it. Perfect. And now continue. To the map. Who's that? Oh, right, the cop. Stardust.
Welcome to Stardust.
Sounds magical. There's a new bartender. The bearish bartender.
Sorry, I don't think we've met before. I'm Gus.
Oh,
You have a really cool ROM. How's Stardust treating you?
you're sweet. Not bad.
Well, that's good. But we can do better than not bad. Let me know how we can help. Majid may not have a memory for mixed drinks, but he loves listening to his patrons' problems.
Oh,
You'll have to let me or him know if you need any help. We try to run a...
trying to run a tight ship around here. Do you know anything about Hayden Weber?
Hayden? Oh, you're who Majid mentioned before, huh?
Maybe.
Oh, no, sorry. I've met him since he's a regular, but I've been out and about on business. Haven't seen him in weeks. I wish I could help more.
Would you mind telling me about yourself?
Oh, there isn't much to tell, really. I came to Neo SF from Arizona to finally live somewhere more thrilling. Majid needed someone good with numbers to handle back of the house sort of stuff. So here I am. I didn't grow up in big cities like this, and I always loved listening to Majid's stories from the Bay. Everything is just so exciting.
I'll let you know if I need anything else.
Okay, I'm gonna get back to this, but don't feel bad if you need to interrupt me for something.
Thanks.
Sure thing. Enjoy the bar.
Alright, let's head to the dance floor. Oh, there she is. Who's that guy, though?
Haven't I seen you at my tattoo parlor before?
I don't know.
I like what you got.
Let's talk to Tomcat.
Hey, y'all. How goes the search?
Oh, native. Thank you for the bits. All the bitters. Not great. Hayden's apartment was ransacked, and someone stole the data cache.
Shit. Well, I can't say I saw that one coming. I figured that they'd nab anything they needed the first time they hit the place.
Well, it was normal looking
Any
at
ideas
first.
who it could have been?
Well,
The walls had been spray painted with many grotesque human revolution slogans. It is possible that Hayden was targeted by the organization for his work at Parallax. While my
possible.
development may have been a secret, he is rather well known for his work on virtual intelligence data. A layman would not understand the critical differences between myself and a VI, nor do I think the average human revolution member would care to make the distinction. Equally likely, it is an effort to throw us off the trail of who's actually done this.
okay, let's see. We talked to a Yannick Fairlight. He offered to introduce us to someone in the human revolution.
Right. Dr. Fairlight was very kind to point us in the direction of the Human Revolution protest leader. Hopefully, we'll be able to get to the bottom of this after interviewing him.
Hopefully.
Yannick Fairlight.
Uh-oh.
When'd you run into him?
Why did she seem so concerned?
Oh, we were ambushed at the apartment and got hit with
Oh,
some
about
kind
that.
of neural stunner.
What? Are y'all okay?
Well, we are now.
Yes, we made it to the nearby hospital, and Dr. Fairlight happened to be occupying the same room we were placed in. We had a discussion with him about Hayden's situation, then came here.
Well, shit. Things sure are getting more
Well,
serious
shit.
than I first thought. Y'all need to keep a sharp eye out. Being attacked means the bastards know you're looking now.
Yeah.
I'm confident in our ability to push on.
What do you know about Dr. Fairlight, Tomcat?
I can't say I know much about the man. Fairlight always was a bit of
You
a
seem
shut-in,
concerned.
even back when he ran System 1, his old company. He didn't make any more public appearances after the merger between them and Parallax, but he was still working with them for 6 or so years past that.
Interesting.
Nowadays, he shows up in the news once in a blue moon for some charity thing or another. But, well, it's all just rumor, but I've heard he holds a grudge a bit hotter than the Clantons after the Earps. I'd take care to look this particular horse in the mouth real close if I was you.
Fair enough. We'll be careful of him.
Good. Now to
I
lighten the
wonder what
mood.
the rest of the story that is.
While y'all were chasing your tails, I managed to find a way into the Parallax network.
No way.
Once I'm in, I should be able to dig out Hayden's personal info file easily enough, including anything related to him on all security clearance levels. If Parallax has anything on Hayden's situation, it'll be in there.
Okay.
Fantastic, Tomcat. I knew Hayden's faith in you was not misplaced.
Oh,
How long do you think it
I
will
love
take
Terry.
you?
Well, that's where the rubber meets the road.
oh.
Parallax actually has considerably better net security than the last time I cracked in. I'm gonna need physical access. I've got a good idea where a node for us to slide into is, but it ain't exactly in a nice part of town.
Well, son of a biscuit.
In fact, police have basically wrote it off as a lost cause.
Oh no.
Not
so they don't
enough
even
profit
visit.
in it. I know Jess has some contacts in that area. She's that girl that chewed you a new rear when y'all first came here.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's a tough sale, but she might be able to help y'all get in and out of that part of the city without ending up in a parts bin at an organ shop.
Thanks. That helps. Profit. It's really gone to shit since the police are privatized.
Hey, we ain't got it that bad. I mean, at least our police force owns its own self. I hear down in San Jose, the richer neighborhoods have actually started hiring the gangs to protect their places.
No way.
When even the rich folks can't get good police work, it's a sad state for everyone else. And the less said about LA, the better.
Why does Jess have contacts
You
in that
might
side
not
of
be
town?
able to tell, considering her viper's tongue and penchant for hitting the clubs harder than she's got any right to, but Jess is actually an attorney.
You know what? You're feeling generous.
She specializes in defending people in violation of the Human Protection Act and does almost all of her
I
work
like
pro
what
bono.
you got.
Holy shit. Native. $10? $10 in bits. Thank you very much. Holy shit, thank you.
That's earned her a whole gaggle of pals amongst the
I was
hybrid
not
community
expecting
around
that.
here, as you might imagine.
That really means a lot. Thank you.
Ain't no one gonna cross her in that part of town.
Well, holy crap! Look at that. VU's health is. It just went. Whoop. Cat face.
Black market
I could do a cat face,
hybridization
I would.
ain't exactly HPA compliant, if you catch my drift. And none of them ever know when they might need her to defend them in court.
Fun. I guess I'll go grovel until she agrees to help.
That's the spirit.
That's the spirit.
I need a
I
little
shouldn't
time to
have
get all
talked
my
to her to
tools
begin
together
with.
to slice into Parallax's network, but y'all keep me updated. Maybe y'all get lucky and find that data cache too.
Maybe.
But I ain't gonna count on it.
Oh, okay. We'll just count that off. Write it off.
Jess is still hanging around here at Stardust, but I saw her head over to the VIP room.
Uh-oh.
It's hybrid night, and she's a popular gal. Just please remember to play nice, or her friends will thump you something fierce.
They'll thump you something fierce.
I'll send Jess a message letting her know that y'all are looking for some assistance, and we'll see what happens.
We'll be in touch, Tomcat.
Sure thing, hon. I've got to head on out of here and get started on setting up the run. Just have Turin let me know when y'all are ready.
Deal.
Oh, I see Jess over there behind some ropes.
She's still in the VIP.
Let's go over and say hi to her.
Okay.
Oh, hell no. Look, I'm really trying to have a good time today, and the Human Revolution crud muffins have made that very hard for me.
The Human Revolution crud muffins. I like
And
it.
your interrogation this morning took a bad day to worse.
My bad.
I asked around about you, Journo, and I don't have anything to say to you. The last thing I need is you prodding at me without telling
How
me
does
you're
she know
press.
I'm a journalist?
Besides, the VIP section is only for hybrids and friends on hybrid night, and no way am I vouching for you. Hey, bouncer! We got a capital A asshole over here!
You heard her. Let's go.
Damn it. I didn't even get to say anything to her.
How rude. She didn't even give us a chance to explain
How
ourselves.
rude.
We have to get back in there and try to be reasonable. Surely she will see the importance of our task once we've explained everything. But that bouncer probably won't let us back in.
Probably not.
Perhaps we could try befriending someone nearby and convince them to vouch for us?
Yeah.
It's a statistical long shot, but the worst case scenario shouldn't leave an excessive amount of physical
that person
damage.
right there, playing the arcade game. Polybius. Looks like. Actually, I want to play that game again. Yes. Gotta be fast. Doop, doop. Whoop. Yes. New asshole. Ooh, my health is almost gone. Oh, I died.
Hooray! You survived!
Yay.
Those ghosts will think twice before messing with you again.
Yeah.
Good thing, too.
Have you checked out? Heard the machine was donated to Stardust recently, but it's been having problems since it got here. Something doesn't seem right once you get to the boss, you know? Hands off the joystick. Bazaar. What? Love the I'm gonna play arcade games in the middle of a super important missing persons investigation. Priorities. I got 'em. Let's see. A distant or distracted? Let's talk to the distracted. Oh, hi. Sorry, I don't really feel like talking. It's been a long day. Maybe after I have a few drinks in me. Maybe I'll get something spicy. Well. Lucky for me.
Hey, good to see you back. What can I do for you?
I need a drink. I'd like a drink.
What are you having?
What else is there? Whoa. That said wiener juice.
Let me look up how to make that.
Dictionary, the Open Alcoholopedia says...
Oh, I got this, sweetie.
Wait,
Sometimes I think I'm just holding up the bar rather than running it.
No, I just memorized all the drinks. You're better with the customers.
This one is...
That's not gonna be spicy.
Rawr.
Rawr. I want something spicy.
Like what?
God, I wish I... Fluffy Dream doesn't sound spicy, but... Buzzer?
Remind me, what's in
Do you
that?
guys know any of these drinks?
Dictionary, the Open Alcoholopedia says...
Oh, I got this, sweetie.
What is it?
This one is...
Hassy Hot? No.
Thanks, Honey Bear.
Spicy. Honey Bear.
Like what?
I need to find a spicy drink. I don't know. Rum would be spicy. Now, the question. Netherworld sounds spicy.
Let me look up how to make...
Dictionary, the Open Alcoholopedia...
Oh, I got this, sweetie.
This one is...
Thanks, Honey Bear.
Yeah, we're gonna try that.
Here you go.
We're gonna try it. So I should have that in my inventory.
How did you know what I was planning on ordering?
Yes.
Well, at least keep me company while I drink it.
I can do that.
I'm Caitlin.
Caitlin. My name's Red. It seemed like you were alone for a while.
I'm usually a lot more sociable. Things have just been rough today.
Care to tell me about it?
My brother's going through gene therapy. He still has to go in at least twice a week for health and maintenance.
Sad.
There are Human Revolution protesters outside the clinic, making it even harder for him. They're always outside, harassing anyone coming in. It's exhausting.
Yeah. I'm sorry to hear it's like that.
No one else lives
She
around
smiled.
here, so I'm kind of all he's got. But it's not a big deal. He'll be done with the main set of treatments in a few weeks, and we'll be free of them. I just feel bad for everyone else they're messing with.
He's lucky to have you.
Aw, thanks a lot. I'm lucky to have him.
I'm a good flirt.
So, there's plenty of people here. What made you want to talk with me?
I noticed you had an empty glass. Isn't that against the rules here?
Oh geez, this really is my favorite drink. I have to wake up early for class, but I'm at the club, so I guess I'm already too deep in.
It's true. Everybody needs a break now and then.
Well, don't spread this around, but to blow off steam sometimes, I like to write short stories. Nothing too serious.
Oh my gosh, she's confessing
just
things to me.
stories about people I know.
You're gonna write a story about me?
We'll see. Hey, it's been really nice talking to you, but I kind of feel like dancing now. You want to come with me to the VIP area in the back?
Yes.
I have some friends who might be over there. We can hang out with them. They'll like you.
Oh. Sure.
Great, let's go.
Didn't I say to beat it?
We're guests of Caitlin. She said we could join her.
All right. But it's on her if you can't stay out of trouble.
I didn't do anything in the first place.
Hey! You have an incoming call, priority marked as urgent.
Well, hope you come by again.
You feel like that escalated quickly.
Excellent. Sorry for making up the call. I'm still getting used to the whole subterfuge thing you humans do.
It's like
However,
Sims.
we can take another run at having a conversation with Jess.
You can go on
We
that.
have a dragon to slay.
From meeting
Onward.
to first date, to moving in, to married, to a child, all within an hour. Baroque, that's her name?
This is exactly what I needed to get my mind off things.
Exactly what I needed.
And you're back.
Gotta listen.
You know, as soon as I first saw you, I hoped you'd be dropped like a bad packet off the mesh net and I'd never have to see you ever again.
Oh, wow, okay.
Of course, I just got off the phone with Tomcat, practically begging me to help you out.
Good.
You aren't so good at the long-term play thing, are you?
I love that her ears twitch when she's talking. I think we got off to a bad start here.
You mean you don't stick both feet in your mouth every time you talk to a hybrid? Surprising.
And somehow everyone drowns in the pool because no one installed a ladder. Also, you die in a house burning down because the chair is in your way.
Let's just get one thing straight here. I'm only willing to talk to you because I owe Tomcat. I don't owe you shit.
That's fine.
So if you want my help, you gotta do something for me.
Like?
If you got a problem with that, tough. My neighborhood, my help, my rules.
That's fair. I would be happy to help. What do you need?
What I don't need is you kissing my fuzzy ass. Only people like to do that. I'm not
Only
buying
people
it
I
anyway.
like get to do that.
I need you to
Priceless.
break up those human revolution protests. The ones at the Genus Clinic on Market Street. I'd like this
I can
handled
try
with
that.
some stealth. Not that I expect you to know what discreet means.
Rude.
Either way, just get it done. I got clients in the middle of treatment cycles, and this media circus is making their lives difficult.
Okay.
That means it's making my life difficult. Let the bastards go march somewhere else, like Washington. Not here.
That's fair. That sounds like quite the catastrophe. That sounds like a good way to get punched. I know it's not my business, but are you okay? You sound upset.
I'm just great. I'm peachy. My clients get harassed and beaten on the daily. I don't have the time or money to help them all, and I have jackasses like you bothering me on my one day off.
I'm sorry.
So, you gonna braid my fur, and we can talk about all our problems and boys we like?
If it would help. You're not telling me something.
Whoop-de-freaking-do, you figured it out.
I'm just
Well,
pushing
fine.
it.
Have it your way. You want to know what my deal is? You really want me to get sappy?
Maybe not.
Skin cancer.
Oh,
Stage 3. My prognosis was so advanced that the doc said my bones were already lost.
oh, my heart.
So I had to do something drastic. Completely restart my biology from scratch. You ever seen someone with a severe gene splice? From something freaky, like an insect? That's where hypertech began, you know. Where my therapy started. You can't imagine what it's like to have children cry from just looking at you.
Jeez, what
When
did I
people
do to
just
her?
see you and sprint the other direction.
I was looking for someone with a code name Tomcat, and I walked up to her because she was the first one in line. And I asked if she was Tomcat, and that was a mistake.
I had police following me everywhere I went. I lost my apartment. I lost my dignity. Eventually, I was lucky enough to qualify for the cute kitty cat cure to override the expression of the chitin.
Is it racist though? That's what she said. She was mean to me. I honestly didn't even see the ears before when I asked.
It changed my
fair.
life. I have my job and purpose because of it. The fur doesn't scare the rest of the world too much to let me exist.
Is this what you would call a plan going sideways? Yes, because it started out going like real downhill.
Better an otaku's fluffy wet dream than the monster from a horror VR drama from Japan.
Fluffy wet dream. Neat.
My mom still can't look at me straight. Not to get even mushier, but as a kid, she would sing me a song as she counted all the freckles on my face. She hasn't let that go.
I was looking for someone named Tomcat, exactly.
You know how your folks look at you when they figure out you finally had sex or did crash? It's like that. All the time.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
Oh, now you're sorry.
Then the music
You haven't even heard the worst part yet.
Uh-oh.
The amount of gene therapy I underwent exceeded the limit that the Human Protection Act allows for procreation. So yeah, the government freaking spayed me, if it all wasn't hilariously enough.
Jesus.
First I'm too ugly to look at, now I'm too screwed up to breed.
Oh my god.
Saving my own life forfeited my right to be a person. The Human Protection Act. Ha! Apparently protecting humans doesn't include me. Only genotypicals could live in this city and truly think they're the ones who need some protection the most. In any case, I had some clean eggs frozen and we'll whip them out whenever I'm ready.
Oh good.
Except keeping that shit on ice costs. And my insurance decided to just not pay up due to the elective nature of my feline gene therapy.
That's bullshit.
So I took those bastards to court and won. And I've been doing the same thing for everybody else ever since.
Nice.
So, there you go. I got cancer, super science fixed me up and left me a freak, and then the
Super
government
science.
sterilized me so I wouldn't go out and make more little monsters.
Jesus.
And everyone
She's
else gets to be the winner by default.
She's had it pretty rough.
Happy now? How's your savior complex doing? This getting you off?
No. I'm sorry I didn't know.
Don't tell me you would have treated me better if you had. It's never true. I need honesty more than sympathy. You know? Break up those protests, and then we'll talk.
I can do that. Market Street.
All right, it sounds like we know what we need to do next. Let's go to Market Street and break up those protests for Jess.
Yeah. We're gonna save first. Oop. Oop. Gotta type it in. Oh, did not save it? Oh my god. There it goes. Oof. Okay, let's go to the map. Where were we headed? Market Street. Perfect.
Well, there are the protesters.
Whoop.
I have to admit that I still find the vandalism of Hayden's apartment puzzling. The protests themselves have been entirely peaceful so far.
1 second. I can... Dog is barking in the bedroom while Kate is sleeping, so I will be right back while I get him out of there. Native, you get to hear your song again, so give me 1 second.
We'll be
I like what you got.
After we go to the bathroom.
I am so sorry about that. I'm back. Also, my chat was not updating, so let's see here. Exactly, Sim. That's why we can suck. Yeah, the puppies, but they're also assholes. God damn it. 1 second. She's knocking on the bedroom door now. Lay down, please. Thank you for the bits, Native. Oh my god, you lost. I will get you more shinies to replace those. Also because, for some reason, it doesn't seem to be updating your bits.
And the human revolution, regardless of the flimsy philosophical ground they stand on, are not a group known for projecting their ideology through unlawful means. The more I research them, the more I have to admit to the statistical conclusion that we're either dealing with a deceptive covert operations scenario, or less likely, a radical splinter group. Still, I doubt it will hurt to ask around. Brian Mulberry is there in the center. Fairlight said he was the one to talk to, and my mesh searches confirm that he is the leader of the local chapter of the Human Revolution organization. He's a bit player on the national scene, but he seems charismatic and camera conscious from the video clips I've reviewed. Perhaps we could use that to our advantage?
Oh my god, I will be right back again. I am so sorry. My dog is being awful. Give me 1 second. I promise. I'll be right back. Jesus Christ, I am so sorry. It's good. My god, I don't know what's wrong with them. It's because one of us is in another room and they're just being awful. Aren't you sick of losing job opportunities to people willing to sacrifice their humanity for a chance at a quick buck? I actually have 2 dogs, but for now, the boy is being good sitting by the door. He's Yoshi. He is a Chow Shepherd mix. Our girl is Bear. She constantly has to be with my girlfriend, even though she was my dog to begin with. She's a Belgian Shepherd, and she's very smart.
Hello there!
I
Would
grew
you
up
like
with
to
a
hear about
Australian
the
Shepherd,
dangers of our country's
so
unchecked use
I
of
feel
genetic
you guys.
modification?
She was always into things, and so smart, she could outsmart you.
I have pamphlets. Here, take
I
one.
have pamphlets. Yannick Fairlight said to introduce myself.
Oh, yes. Yannick called and said something about an investigation.
That's actually most of my Instagram is them.
break-in.
They must be so cute. They're both jet black. Actually, the link to my Instagram just popped up. It's all mostly dog pictures, and they're on them most of them. If you want to check them out.
He didn't elaborate, and I'm not sure how I might be able to assist with this.
There's dog hair everywhere all the time. I clean every day because I can't stand the dog hair on the floor. I grew up with Australian Shepherds, and I love them. I will always want big dogs. Well, medium-ish.
But if Yannick is involved, I'll do whatever I can.
Good.
How can I help?
We found Human Revolution graffiti spray painted all over the apartment, and some things were stolen.
Same. I think I follow a few dog Instagrams, actually. No shame.
I was hoping you might be able to point us in the direction of whoever did it.
We have some hair tumbleweeds so daily if we don't sweep. Yes, exactly. I will, I'll sit down and I'll see just a floof roll by. And I'm like, well, that's it. Gotta clean.
Ah, well, the Human Revolution certainly does not condone such actions at all. We're a peaceful organization, and threatening people is not going to earn us hearts and minds.
Well, then who's threatening people?
But
But
off the record, some of our younger members can be a bit overzealous, as any hot-headed teenager tends to be. I'll look into this matter personally, and if I discover that any of our younger members were involved, they'll be turned in to the proper authorities.
Wow, okay. A floof. Best word for that ever. That's what it is. It's a little tiny floof. Just
I'll also let Yannick
Well,
know
thank you.
anything I find out.
overzealous.
Is there something else I
Too
can help you
passionate.
with?
But they're like a racist group. Keep things pure. Can I ask you some questions about the Human Revolution?
What questions can I answer for you?
But this guy seems good, but I don't know. Why protest at this clinic?
Genetic modification is one of the most dangerous sciences we've ever fooled around with. It's playing God on the highest order and threatens to unseat what humanity is altogether. Cybernetics is a dangerous path as well, selling off pieces of ourselves bit by bit for mechanical strength and resilience. But at least a brain-controlled android is still a human brain, even if in a metal box. There is a reason
That girl
Congress
could have
enacted
died if
laws
she didn't have
prohibiting
this, though.
highly modified hybrids from breeding. Now, I do not fault the individuals who come here for treatment, many of whom are disabled and deathly ill.
So why are you out here?
If you ask me, Genus isn't the kind of therapy they all need.
Oh god.
However, we
What kind of
must
therapy
take a
are you thinking?
stand against the medical research industry that would have us cast aside our humanity for their miracles.
Okay, Lurkin, okay. Thanks for the lurk, Thunder. How do you plan on enacting the social change you want?
At our core, we are a peaceful movement and seek only to convince people to vote according to the truths we reveal to them. The Human Revolution has that American democracy will win out in the end. It falls to us to make sure the people are informed about the daunting and confusing technologies they put their senseless faith into every day.
I like how those front two guys are kind of squatting like they're in a boy band.
On a personal
Back
level,
kicks back.
we would like to exhort every
Protesting.
individual to try and live more simply and reject any gadget or medicine that would make us less than we are.
What are the ultimate goals? Yeah, why not?
We hope to educate the public about the dangers of rapid technological advancements. We want to warn the country away from thoughtlessly accepting every scientific discovery we make before it's too late. We used to say that splitting the atom would surely bring about the end of humankind. But now we're changing the very things that make us human, our biology,
Why
with
does it
nothing
matter?
to ensure our safety. The revolution we're after is humanity as a whole making the decision to remain as we were created and return to how we lived before genetic science put us on the wrong course. This world is Icarus, flying too close to the sun. It's only a matter of time before our arrogance becomes our dominance. Just because we can, doesn't mean we should. There's something
suppose.
else I can help you with.
Nope, that's it. Thank you for your time.
Of course! If you have any other questions, feel free to come back. I always have time for the...
I'm sure you do.
You clearly missed doing real journalism. I'm impressed. You're starting to
Whoa,
get back into the
what happened?
hard-boiled investigative journalist thing.
Hard-boiled investigative journalist.
Hopefully we'll get lucky enough to turn up a lead, even if this one didn't pan out like
Doing
we'd
a lot of
hoped.
little glitches right now. What do you think about what he said?
I think he was considerably less deluded than my searches on the meshnet had led me to believe.
That's fair.
Don't forget, we're still here to actually break up these protests. Let's see if we can't figure out a solution together. Make sure to look around and think carefully. I'm sure we'll find something.
I'm sure we can. Now, what's this thing here?
This kind of ROM requires an RFID key to access it. It appears to be owned by the nearby Hassie Bar.
Okay. Well, let's go in there. Maybe we can get that key. Duck game. Began as a traditional video game, but has recently become a popular VR sport. That's great. Bar owner.
Aw, that is the most adorable little ROM.
Why, thank you.
What kind of model is it? Where did you get it? It's so moe.
Moe? They're a custom model.
Oh wow, you don't see a whole lot of those around. Must have taken ages to get that case looking that good, with the home printer too.
I did.
I'm impressed.
Dressed up as Mario? I did. For the Midnight to Mario Odyssey.
Anyway, what can
we
I
do
get
a lot
you?
of costumes. Okay, nice. A drink?
A drink
Maybe
I
some
can do.
information?
And I guess I have some time to talk.
What you got?
The protesters outside the clinic are driving off a lot of my regular customers.
For Halloween.
Bring me another.
We go all out. Cage, there he is. How's your night going?
Filling up my bathroom too, jerks. So, what do you want to know?
You called Turing Moe?
Sorry.
Competitive play
Otaku
sucked.
speak.
I'm sorry.
I just mean he's
Did you
really
drop?
cute and lovable, and you kind of want to hug him forever, you know?
Yeah, okay.
A lot of otaku come around here, probably because I own the place. I'm used to being able to shoot my mouth off and not explain all the jargon.
I see. Otaku as in Japanese cartoons?
Yeah, I know it's a bit out of fashion.
It's not
but I'm
my
a
fault
history
people
buff.
don't get in voice. Yeah. It's irritating, especially
The
in
past
comp.
really gives context to stories of the present. You know what I mean?
Rest in peace to your season rank.
I've been to Tokyo twice already.
Well, look at you.
The old otaku resist the new culture of the saishi in the same way their parents refused to give up cassette tapes.
Oh. The Saishi?
Oh, sorry. The Saiba Shibito. The Cyber Den.
Oh.
In the early 21st century, Japan had an epidemic of chronic shut-ins, and the rise of direct link virtual reality only made that worse.
That needs to be a thing. Like, sort of.
Suddenly, people weren't just refusing to leave their rooms, they were refusing to leave their heads. But as the technology got better,
The Saishi were the first to figure out how to use their own brains to sculpt cyberspace. Computers are good at thinking in straight lines, but the human brain is capable of so much more.
One guy was like, sorry, I'm in a groove with music. And we're all like, really? You can't listen to both? Right? I listen to music and do Overwatch stuff. It's not hard.
The best virtual landscapes, the most
Multitask.
real VR dramas in games, are created by the Saishi.
Interesting.
Now, even if an earthquake or a meteor or whatever leveled Japan, they'd still have Neo Tokyo on the VR net.
Wow.
But enough babbling. If you're interested, I'm sure you could find more out of Mesh, or use an induction helmet to visit Neo Tokyo yourself.
What game is this? This is 2064 read-only memories. It's an indie game.
I like what you got.
Oh shit. Thank you for the bits, native. They just keep coming with them tonight. Thank you so much. It's an indie game, Cage. Was digital only. Limited Run did a thing where they did a couple physical copies. I was able to snag one. And that's what we're doing. But it's awesome. The music is really good. It's great. Is that your climate control ROM outside?
It does a good job, huh? Yeah, that's mine. Well, technically, it's property of Hassie Holdings. We spent some mints on it, but the rest of the block helps pitch in for maintenance costs since I usually set it to patrol the whole area.
Clearly the devs are huge anime fans. Maybe. This is the first character we've encountered that seems to love anime.
You should check it out when we do Christmas in July.
Oh yeah? You make it snow?
It can cover the whole street in snow, as long as it's cloudy enough to keep the sun off. Sort of like today.
Would you mind if I take it for a spin?
Sorry, but that thing cost me way too many
You
credits
mean
to
the
let
art
just
style?
anyone
Yeah.
poke at it.
It has a classic feel to it to me.
I would need to see some serious credentials before I let you mess
Serious
with it.
credentials, huh?
You know,
Have anything?
enough to make sure you can afford to replace it if you break it. Otherwise, no touching. Oh, I never introduced myself, did I?
No.
I'm Ramona.
Ramona.
I guess there isn't much to tell. I went to college, got a degree, took out a loan, and bought this place. Now I spend my days trying to find enough time
American
and
dream.
money to sustain my VR drama addiction. My priorities are justice, cute stuff, and magical girls, in that order.
I like her.
What else? I pretty much don't leave the store.
You don't seem pleased about the human revolution.
Look, they've got the right to protest, but I don't have to like it.
Yeah, I agree with
Once
that.
they're done with the hybrids, I know they'll be coming for me next. So I'm voting appropriately. And if I have to unclog one more toilet because of an entitled, bigoted jerkface, I will lose my goddamn mind!
Why would they come after you?
Oh, you can't tell? I've got a cybernetic arm and leg, thanks to an autocap crash when I was a kid.
Oh.
I also got Neuralinks for VR interfacing. If it was up to those dinosaurs, I'd be stuck in a wheelchair right now. Or worse, depending on how far back they want to push our medical technology.
Ooh, snaps. Like 1980s, early 90s? Yeah, I feel that.
It's already illegal for me to have a rocket-powered fist. What more do they want?
God, rocket-powered fist. I think that's everything.
Okay, enjoy your drink.
You buy a grassy hassy shot. I really do like a good sassy Hassie. Hassie hot is also great. Pure Christmas spirit flows through you momentarily. There has got to be a way. Go left. Ooh, what's on the right there? There's another arrow. Or I mean the left. The right. What's this? A brick, but it seems to be... A loose brick wobbles as you palm the wall.
Do you think it would be okay to take that?
Pull the brick out.
I like what you got.
You take the brick out. It's thick and heavy, but you can carry it around and maybe even find a use for it. Thank you for the bits, Native. Oh my god. I gotta remember to add this to your awesome sauce donator at the bottom when I finish tonight. It's raining bits. I tried. I don't have that range. Let's go right.
If you break that glass top, I have no idea what could happen. Our mission is difficult enough without having to worry about weather.
Okay, well, there's gotta be a way to, like, use this brick. Let's talk to her again.
Hey again!
Hey again. It's me.
Sorry, but that thing... I would need to see some... You know? Otherwise...
How can I get that?
No touch. Sorry.
Oh man, I didn't mean to hit that again.
I would need to see... You know?
Boop.
Otherwise...
Boop.
Okay.
Man,
Enjoy
these
your
future
drink.
people
Let me know if
don't
you
know the
need anything
difficulties
else.
of dealing with weather, right? You can just make the weather whatever they want. No ramen is that instant. Try inside. Oh no, my brick is gone. Can I, like, do something to this? The weather ROM scoots away from you so you can't get close enough to mess with it. Let's toss some fog around here and just a splash of snow.
Let's not. Two's company.
Three's a cloud. Aren't you tired of being told by the media that you aren't good enough as a regular human? No, I'm good.
Have you heard of the human revolution?
We just talked.
Join the human revolution.
Okay, well, let's take a look at the map then. Maybe... I'm thinking maybe Jess might have some help for me.
Welcome to Stardust.
Oh, you want hurricane? Oh, I'll give you a big hurricane. I just imagine Bob Ross